Hello everyone, welcome back to From Zero to SaaS, where we're building an open source payment link platform with Next.js and Stripe Connect. Let me quickly share my screen. So we have our project tracker here. I think this is now episode 3 or 4. Which one are we on? Yeah, something like that. I think episode 4. And so we're working on our MVP. And we've actually got a good amount of stuff done. So the idea for our MVP is we have this domain name called payment.online, well, punt.online. And then we want to be able for a merchant who's connected to be able to sell their products at the account ID and the product ID. And for the MVP, we have a very specific kind of narrow scope. So we want to build this without a database, without any login and authentication, without any admin interface. And we can do this by just using the Stripe dashboard in the beginning. And so we actually have done a good amount of stuff already. So we can, merchants can connect their own Stripe account with Standard Connect. So that was the first episode we did. Actually, let me share this with you. So this board is public. There you are. And then also the code on GitHub is also public. Oh, I think it's also in, if you're watching on YouTube, it's also in the description, all the links if you expand that. But here we are. Great. So yes, let's fire up our application, see where we are. So we're running on localhost. And so now, so here we have the ability to connect our Stripe account. And so someone can sign up with their Stripe account. We've got it branded. This is actually the only part we currently have branded. We still need to make it look nice. But so once they go through all the onboarding, which I do have an account here that already has done all the onboarding. We can see we have made some money on the platform. We're in test mode though, so it's fake money at the moment. But so we got this connected account here, and we can let's copy the account ID. So let's say this one has done successful onboarding. So when they return back to our page, they see, okay, successfully connected. And then we have a kind of a merchant landing page here where we'll be showing all the products that they have on their Stripe account. So this specific merchant, we can quickly jump into their dashboard. So this is now the connected account merchant here, and they have a couple of products. Well, sorry, they actually have only one product here, the Thor sticker. And we have 4 prices here in different currencies. We want to sell in different currencies. Yes, and so this is currently the product we're seeing here that we're listing. And then when we click on the product, we have this URL here that is kind of the URL schema that I showed you. And then, so we have that. They can connect their accounts. When someone visits the payment link, we get the product information from Stripe. We kind of on the fly statically generate a static page to make sure we don't hit the Stripe API every time the page is loaded. So that is also an episode, that's episode 2 on kind of incremental static regeneration. Yeah, we get the product info, the pricing info. We show the drop down with the different currencies. And now in the last episode on Monday, I've added the Stripe checkout. So now when someone goes and clicks the buy button, they get to the checkout page. Here we are. Make that a bit bigger. So now the thing is, this is a physical sticker we're selling. So we need to collect the shipping address for the customer. And the way you do this in Stripe docs checkout, I think. So the way you do this in checkout, I think it's here, customize your integration. Shipping address collection, what you need to do is you need to pass in a list of all the countries that you want to ship to. And if you want to ship globally, then that is actually quite a lot of countries. So actually yesterday, Brian Douglas from the GitHub team, he did a stream. What was it? Open sourced, I think is it this one? Yeah, open sourced pizza here. Where is here it is. So I think, was it just /swag? No. Okay, now I don't remember. What was it? Swag dot like this. Oh yeah. And so here he had this case where he was only shipping to US and Canada, but wanted to implement all the countries. And so that was actually a little bit frickly because I can show you this here. So I've actually done this off stream. And so maybe actually let's show you the way you can configure this. So if you want to enable shipping for your product, what you do is you add in the metadata, you add shipping countries, and then you add just a comma separated list of countries that you want to ship to, maybe Australia, and then you save that. And so when you now go through the checkout, you now have additionally the shipping address collection for the countries that you've specified. But if you're shipping globally, which oftentimes if you're selling stickers, you want to ship globally, then you actually want to have kind of all the countries. But with Stripe, you actually need to specifically set every country that you want to ship to. And sort of the idea behind that is that, you don't want to be accidentally accepting orders to countries that you can't actually ship to. So that's kind of the rationale. But still, if you can ship globally, it's actually a little bit complicated here. So what I've done is I allow you to just say all. And if you say all, what I do then is I just load all of the shipping countries that are supported by Stripe from a JSON file. So let me show you how this works. So here in the utils, I've added shipping countries. So I've taken this from the Stripe Open API spec. So that's where all the parameters are in. And actually our TypeScript definitions are also generated from the Stripe Open API spec. Maybe Stripe Open API spec. I think it's on our GitHub here. So if you want to look at that, so that's what we actually use to kind of generate our TypeScript stuff. Yes, but so what happens here if you import this like that. And that's what tripped Brian up yesterday. You have to, so where I'm doing this. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm checking if we have shipping countries in the metadata for the product. And if we have shipping countries, I just replace all the white space and then I split by the comma to get an array. And then I just check if, if we only have one item in the array and that is all, then I load kind of all the shipping countries from my shipping countries.json. The thing now here, though, is if I do this without casting it, TypeScript complains saying, what does it say? Yeah, so string, array of string, which is what our all shipping countries is, it's not assignable to type allowed country. And I think the reason for that is if I, let me see, if I go to, where is it here? The session create params. Maybe I can open this in, yeah. So these are the type definitions that ship with our Stripe node library. And you can see here that we now have these allowed country. Let me actually check where is the allowed country coming from. So here it is. And so the thing is that, yeah, we just kind of from the open API spec, taken all the countries that are possible. But the problem is that if you actually have them defined in an array, which you probably want to do if you have more than a couple, because you wouldn't really want to, have them all inline in your code. So I guess if allowed, so maybe if we said here, either it's an array of this, or if we also allowed an array of string, then I think that warning would go away. I don't think there's really a downside for that, right? So you can see now that now I don't have to do the typecasting because all shipping countries is an array of strings. But yeah. So I'll have to bring that up with the team to see kind of how we feel about that, because it feels a bit wonky to have to do kind of this casting here, which is, yeah. Anyway, I'll do it for now. Just to make sure. But yeah, so that's how I kind of enabled the shipping address. So by just setting shipping countries in the metadata of your product, you will then be able to kind of collect the different shipping addresses. Cool. But yeah, so that's where we are today. Now, where do we want to get to? Yes, make pretty. So actually some awesome news on that. I was able to convince the creator of Chakra UI, I think that's how it's pronounced, right? Chakra. Which seems to be really awesome. Kind of design system, React-based components here with like dark mode support and all that good stuff. Responsive. Responsibly responsive. Yeah, and so he is joining me on. Let me check. Oh yeah, actually good news also. I now have finally was able to set my account name which you have to wait 30 days after you create your account, and you have to have at least 100 subscribers. So thanks very much for subscribing. I was now able to set my account name, which is great. And yes, we are live now. And yes, so on, so this is Singapore time, midnight. So it's 9 a.m. on Saturday, on Monday, the 14th of September for Pacific time. So I'm very, very excited for that. That's going to be cool. So, but today, so that's happening then. But today what we want to do is this piece, what we haven't done yet, and is actually after the connected account, after the account is connected to our platform account, we can listen to updates on that connected account. And we can react to that. And so what we want to do is automatically when they create a product on their Stripe account, we then want to add this payment link automatically. So, you know, since they're using kind of the Stripe dashboard for all their admin activity, we just want to give them this payment link where they can just, you know, click onto, see their product, and then, you know, just copy that, send that to their subscribers, put that into their Instagram story, what have you, and, you know, start selling their products. That is very much the idea. And so let's see how we can do this. So this is, I think, Stripe Connect, and then we can just look at webhooks. So this is the documentation. If you're on YouTube, then that documentation is also in the linked from the description. But so there's a couple events here. For standard account, what might be relevant is also if they have deauthorized, so if they disconnected, which is something they can do, I think, from their Stripe account if they want to. But so, for example, here, payment intent succeeded, direct charge. Oh, so this is cool. So you can kind of select what sort of scenario you want to listen to. Construct event. Yeah, we want to use the Webhook Secret also to verify the event. But yeah, so kind of the important thing with Connect webhooks is they are of a little bit of a different shape. So they actually have the account ID. So all the events will come to the Connect webhook that you specify here in the dashboard. So in the platform, so this is our platform, and the platform dashboard, we can specify here events from our own account. So these are events, objects that are on the platform account. So if we were to, you know, make a payment on our platform account, that's where this event would happen. But in our case, we're using Standard Connect. So all the payments are happening on a connected account. And so, yeah, so here we specify an endpoint then for the Connect applications. And what this means is we will receive all events for all of our accounts. So if we have a lot of events, if we have a lot of merchants connected to our account, then that might actually be a lot of volume of events coming to you. So you kind of want to be mindful sort of what events you're listening to, and, you know, consider how you can scale that. But yeah, so the important pieces here, we have the account ID. So that's the account that the event happened on. And then we have the data, which then would be, I believe, the event object. Yeah, event data object. That's it. Cool. And then we can test this locally with the Stripe CLI, which we also want to do with Stripe listen and things like that. So, and then you can also specify a Stripe account when you trigger an event. Okay. Now, additionally, we're using Next.js here. So we'll use kind of an API route for this. Actually, let me close this down. Node modules. So Next.js API routes. And there's a couple things to consider with that. And so I actually have, where is it? Next. Yeah, Next.js Stripe. Let's have a look at that. So we have getting started. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. So this is the demo side where I've kind of different integration paths, checkout elements, or use shopping cart, which is a great library. Actually, we're also going to build a shopping cart eventually on the merchant landing page where we'll have all the products. So that's going to be another stream with one of the kind of creators of, oh, okay, that URL isn't in use anymore, I guess. Fair enough. Of use shopping cart. But what we want is look at the code. And so this code has a Webhooks API route. And that is very much what we want. I actually need to test. I'm not sure if we need cores. The thing is, I just kind of put it in and never actually checked if I need it. So maybe we'll try it today without cores and kind of see what happens there. But we'll need the buffer. So that's kind of important because we want to verify the Stripe signature. So we kind of need the raw request buffer. So a great thing that Next.js does by default, and maybe this is a little bit small, is by default it does use the body parser JSON, so we can kind of access the data in the query very easily. But in the case where we want to verify if the request that actually came from Stripe and is legitimate, we then need to access the buffer. And so we need a Webhook Secret, yes. Okay, so let me just do that. I'm going to create in my API routes, API here, I'm going to create a new file, and we're going to do webhooks and then /connect. Oh no, we're using TypeScript. Okay. .ts, very good. And then we'll need kind of all of that shebang, so we can copy that over. Cool, and then we'll also need the buffer from micro. I believe micro is also built by the Zer0 team, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yes. So the site is now Zer0. Cool. And so micro is to use in Zer0. Oh, interesting. Use micro in your projects. So what is function help? Oh, interesting. So I don't actually need micro anymore. Let's see, can I get the buffer though? With the past version. Oh, yeah. Thing is, though, because we also want you to be able, so Stripe sends it as JSON, because we also want you to be able to read it without necessarily verifying the event. So I think I still have to use the buffer. But this is awesome. Yeah, so Next.js basically just does all the parsing for you. That is neat, but I think we still need it. So let's do yarn add micro. Okay, looks like that is done. And now we want the buffer from micro. Okay. Yes, we'll need the Webhook Secret. So the Webhook Secret we'll get when when we set up our webhook in our dashboard. So when we create an endpoint here, then we'll generate a Webhook Secret that we can use. Now the thing is that, you know, if we're testing locally, this won't work, because for Stripe to actually send the webhook request to kind of an endpoint URL, you know, it would have to be on exposed to the internet. But so if we're testing locally, we can use the Stripe CLI. And so I think we can just say, let's have a look. We actually have some really awesome CLI docs. This is pretty cool. Have a look at that. That shade of purple is quite nice. And so forward to connect, we can do the URL that connect webhook events. Forwarded to, cool. So that's what we want to do. And so maybe just to get our, yeah, since it is a link, that's a bit annoying. You can't really copy and paste it. Can you copy and paste it here? Oh, so it's just, okay, that's cool. But so let's do this in here. Yeah, we first want to listen. So we say Stripe, listen, forward to, and then this is going to be localhost. We're running on port 3000, and then /API/webhooks/connect. So that's where our API route will be available at. And so if we run this, we now get here a webhook signing secret. And so let's put that into our environment variables. So maybe let's do it just under here. So I'm using a pretty cool, well, not if I do it like this. Yeah, this is a pretty cool VS Code extension called Cloak, so you can, you know, not expose your secrets on stream, which is pretty cool. Cool. And so now we've got the Stripe Webhook Secret. So the thing is, when we change our environment variables, we actually need to restart the development server. Cool. So now we have our Webhook Secret. Sounds good. And so what do we need to do next? Next. Yes, so this is the thing we don't want to. So next we'll automatically body parse to JSON because we actually sent the webhook event as JSON, but we actually want the raw buffer, and then we're actually going to try to see if we can do this without course. To have a look. Yes, and so we only want to handle, maybe we can actually just copy the whole shebang and then step through it. So we don't have course, so we just do this for now. Okay, and so Stripe webhook handler. Okay, so we're checking. Okay, we only want to handle post requests, so Stripe sends the webhooks as post requests. We then get the raw buffer from the request object, as well as we get the Stripe signature from the request headers, and then we can use the construct event where we pass in the buffer, the signature, and the Webhook secret, which then will verify that this is the legitimate event. If not, we emit an error message here, and otherwise we say successfully constructed event. And so here in this case, we're handling payment intent exceeded as well as charge succeeded. So let's actually do the following just to see if all of this works. So what do we actually do if our 4 or 5 method not allowed? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So what we can do now is, what are they complaining here? Oh, okay, yeah, so that's fine, that's fine. Going back to the docs. Yeah, so we're listening forward to connect, and then we can do a Stripe Connect account flag with Stripe trigger. So let's try this. So we're listening for all the connected accounts. Now let's do Stripe trigger charge succeeded, and then Stripe account we set to, or well, I guess we could also just, yeah, we'll do that in the next step, like actually do a checkout. But for now, we could just set the account ID. Let's have a look what happens. So it says it triggered it. Do we get anything? Let's try to listen. Let's check our, if we look at payments here. So we have the created by Stripe CLI. We have events. Oh, we have no webhook events. Okay, but I mean the webhook events are emitted here. Let's see. Just see webhooks. So we are currently connected. That seems to be fine. Sometimes we just have to restart the connection, see what's up. Let's trigger this again, see if we get it. Okay. And so now we got the charge succeeded event. We forwarded it to, and we got a 200 back, which is nice. And so, yeah, here, success event charge ID. So we don't actually need the course. Okay, this is great to know, although it might be different when it's on the web. No, I think it should be fine. Cool. So now we know that kind of the overall webhook handling works as intended. Let's have another look at this with like actually making a checkout. So, oh yeah, and what we wanted to do was maybe also log out the account. So in the same object event type, we can get the account. So see, so here we get the event type, charge succeeded, and maybe let's just do this here. And we just say, do we have a good emoji for connect? Maybe. Do we have a junction? No. Intersection? Do we have no connection? Right. Maybe. I mean, I shouldn't get too hung up. Maybe handshake. I just want to kind of show that it's like two parties. Connected account, and then I think it's just event.account, right? Yep. So that is optional, but it says the connected account that originated the event. And so now if we do a checkout, let's do a checkout. Yeah, Japanese. Oh, failed to fetch. What happened? What's that? Oh, yeah, I mean, that is fair enough. We need to be running for things to be happening. Okay. So now, Japanese yen, if we buy, and we just have, don't worry, it's not my real address. It's actually the Stripe office address. So if you want to send us some post, feel free to, but no one's at the office at the moment. So, but yeah, so we're making now the payment. Ooh. Yeah, checkout session completed. Okay. Unhandled event. Yes, interesting. So where are we looking? Okay, so we have a bunch of events. So checkout actually creates a bunch of events. So we have we always have our connected account, cool. But we have a payment intent that's created. So checkout creates the payment intent for us. It then creates a payment method for us and attaches the payment method. What else does it do? Yeah, so we can see here the charge succeeded. I think we also have, oh yeah, we also create a customer. The payment intent also succeeds. And then, yeah, lastly, we have the checkout session completed event. Okay, so there is a ton of events here. We currently don't want to bother with any of the payment events. So kind of in the MVP, all our merchants are using the Stripe dashboard and Stripe email notifications to get notified about payments. But what we want to do is, why did I do that? So we don't actually want to. So let's comment this out for now. We don't really want that. And then really at the moment, we only care about one event, and that is the product dot created event. And so what we want to do is when someone creates a product, we then want to update the product metadata to include our payment link. Here, payment link. That's really all we want to do at the moment for our webhooks. And so what we can do then here is, so we need to cast the event object. The event object is just kind of a generic event object. Yes, and so in this case, if we get a product created event, then it would be a Stripe dot product. Cool. And so what we then want to do is, let's say const payment link. Let's build our payment link, and our payment link is so we have our URL as an environment variable. Then we need, if we look at the shape here, we need the merchant account ID, and that is what is in event account. So event account. And then we also need the product, which just is the product ID dot ID. Okay, that's our payment link. And so also we do have a QR. Do we just say QR code link? And the QR code link is really just the payment link with QR suffixed. And what it does is it really just encodes the payment link as a QR code. So if our merchant wanted to, kind of put the QR code somewhere on like their menu or, somewhere, they could just say /QR, which is cool. And so QR code link is just additionally /QR. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to update our product. And so I guess we can just do await Stripe dot products dot here we have all the operations update. What do we need to put in? So first we need to put in the product ID, and then the product update params, which yeah, we can set active, inactive, but what we want really is the metadata. And then the metadata just gets A, our payment link, and B, our QR code link. Okay. And I think really that should be it, right? There's already an async function, so that works. And then maybe we just do a quick yeah, I think we can remove that, and then we just do maybe just say product. I want a string literal key. And here we just put in the .id, so product has been updated. Okay, let's do that. Dum, 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 dum. That should be it, right? Cool. So let's see. Well, maybe actually do the following that. Okay, this isn't running at the moment. Oh, it was. Okay, anyway. Let's start it up running in here. So we get all the logs in one place. So up here will be the Stripe listen logs. So all the connect events that come in. And then down here are the logs from our application. And so maybe we actually, maybe we can do, can we get all of this on the same screen? Let's see. Would be cool to see side by side, maybe. Okay, so let's create a new product. Product. New. This is a new product. Do we have an image? Oh, we do have some avocados. Probably too big, right? Oh, we do have a happy quokka. Let's see. Is that, does that, oh yay, happy quokka. Do we ship our quokka somewhere? No, not, well, maybe. Okay, so we say, if we want to ship our quokka somewhere, we add shipping, did I call it shipping countries, right? Country. And we can only ship them to Australia and to New Zealand. And then let's create a price, one-time price. Let's actually make this maybe Australian dollars. How much is a quokka? Probably too cheap. Anyway, add another price. This time in New Zealand dollar. I actually don't know what the conversion rate is between the two, but you know, one of them gets a deal. And so now, save the product. Okay, we got a product created event. Ooh. Ah, yes, that makes absolute sense. We get an error message. And I think I already know what happened. Yeah, no such product. So the reason for that is that the product is being created on the connected account, but we don't make the update request in the context of the connected account. And that is our problem. So products update here, we can now simply add, I tend to always forget that, the Stripe account header. And again, that is just event.account. And this is safe to do because we verified that the event is legit. So that's good. And so now if we just run this again. Actually, can I retry? So I know that the event, so we can see here, I don't know, we actually can't see them because they happened on the platform. But then also we can't see them here because they weren't emitted. Okay. So I guess we can't retry them, which is fine, I guess. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let's just do the following. Let's delete our product. Products. Oh, we could also archive it, but deleting. Oh, did I delete? Did I click wrong? Oh, has been used in a transaction. Wait, what? Who bought the Quokka? No, it can't be any of you because I'm only running locally. Wait, so this seems wrong, right? Do I just need to delete the prices, maybe? Delete price. Okay, that worked. Delete price. Okay, okay. So what is it? Product updated. Isn't that just price deleted? Oh, so we get two. Oh yeah, okay. We get two events. Get a price deleted and a product updated event. Okay, that's interesting. But so now, can we just delete the product? Delete product. Oh yeah, okay. So now we're back to square one. Let's clear the logs. Add new product. And maybe let's actually call it Quokka this time. The cutest, happiest animal on earth. The Quokka. Let's upload. Lovely. Okay, pricing again. Another price. One time. New Zealand dollar. Okay, okay. Ooh, nice. Okay, our product has been updated. So, oh, we forgot the shipping address metadata. We can always update that. But so now here we are. Okay, so if we just click here, just works. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, we'll get to the styling. It's a little bit big now at the moment. So cute though. So cute. But yeah, and then also we have our QR code link, so that works like a charm as well. So maybe, oh no, it's running on localhost, so I couldn't actually. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I couldn't see that on my phone if I pulled it up now. So that's fine. But let's do, what did I want to do? Let's add our shipping countries. That's what we want to do. Shipping countries, and we said we want Australia and New Zealand. Let's save that. Okay, and so now payment link. So that's what we can send our Quokka obsessed friends. Say they want to pay in Australian dollars. Buy, and it just works. And oh god, so cute. And so now you can see, okay, we have our shipping addresses. Nice. So this is all really coming together. Okay, we don't have Singapore now, so Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we don't actually need to buy it. But yeah, this is cool. Okay. So, I mean, I think this is, like, if we go back to, this is exactly what we wanted. Done. And so now, to complete the MVP, really the only thing, well, we do have to make a landing page as well, because right now, I have the default landing. Yeah. Okay. So we do need to make pretty, and we need to add landing page. But apart from that, well, I guess terms of service and legal privacy notice. Yeah, but apart from that, we're basically ready for launch, right? Okay. Let's do the following. We're going up to the hour. Let's commit our changes. And actually what I want to start doing is to make changes on feature branches and actually do PRs. Because I think that's nice to have like one PR for each episode, so to speak. Okay, so let's have a look. What did we change? Actually, maybe is there anything verbose we should delete? No, that's the only event we're handling today. Just doing the update. That's fine. Yeah, no, okay, I think that's good. And then I think the only change here, package JSON, is we added the micro to extract the buffer. Okay, cool. So let's add our API route, connect API route, and then commit all the changes. Wait, no. I was talking about the whole feature branch stuff. So feature, what did we do? Add, connect. Oh, maybe I should actually just call it. What did I call the YouTube stream? Handling Stripe Connect Webhooks. Okay, maybe let's just call it that. Handling Stripe Connect Webhooks. Cool. And so now we're on our feature branch. And now we can commit everything. We want to say we added a feature of handling Stripe Connect Webhooks. Okay. And now we push this up to that branch. And we want to make a pull request. Yes. Just making sure it always opens in the wrong browser. Cool. So maybe we just do this. This is now going to be a streamception. Oh, no one's coming to except for me. Maybe leave me a comment if you're streaming, if you're watching right now. But what did I actually want to do? I want the URL. And then maybe, is that actually, maybe just the description as well. Okay. Maybe call this PR instead of episode here. Look at the changes, micro. Yeah. Okay. Looking good. Let's create the pull request. So yeah, if any of you want to check out what we've built today, you can have a look at the pull request. And now I'm just going to squash and merge this in. Delete the branch, keep everything clean. So now if we go back to our project, handling Stripe Connect Webhooks. Okay, we got that. I also need to update the README. But yeah, so we've added the API route for Webhooks. Here we have it. Connect Webhooks. Tested them locally. It's all fine. And yeah, what we've done is we've added our payment link and our QR code link. Yeah, I think this is coming together nicely. Cool. What else? Maybe just make sure we get back to our main branch and just pull the changes. So if we now check our logs, here we are, we're all up to date. Stripe Connect Webhooks. Fabulous. And I think at this point I'm going to stop the stream, but if you're still eager to watch something, I think the Netlify, is it Headless Commerce Summit, is happening. Where is it? Here? Oh. I think that's happening right now, actually. Where's the agenda? Full agenda. And yes, my good friend Nick is doing an awesome talk on building a Stripe powered shopping cart. So that's the used shopping cart. We'll get to, maybe I'll post this in chat as well. So if you want to jump over there, that's probably what I'm doing now. And this is starting 10. Is it 10 now? Okay, so 45 minutes. Cool. Yeah, brilliant. So thanks so much for tuning in today. And yeah, I'm streaming every roughly Sunday night PM Pacific time, so Sunday night Pacific time and Thursday morning Pacific time. So yeah, just subscribe to my YouTube and you'll get notified. Cool. Have a good rest of the day or good night wherever you are, and see you soon.